Hello everyone, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this presentation. Obviously the intention was to invite you in to school as we did last year when your son or daughter was in year 10 to share this information with you directly. However, given the situation with COVID, we felt that for everyone's safety this was the best solution. And I do think there are some advantages to this, where you can watch it at your own leisure, you can revisit information, and you can watch it in chunks that suit you. I'll share some information with you around the year ahead. I'm Mr. Gibbons, Vice Principal in charge of Raising Achievement. We'll also have information from Mrs. Mann, the Curriculum Area Leader for English, Mr. Coe, the Curriculum Area Leader for Maths, and Mr. Unwin, the Curriculum Area Leader for Science. Everything is geared around the overview of Year 11, what's ahead, how the school will support, and also how you as parents can support as well, and also how students can help themselves too. I'm sure you're aware all of the GCSE subjects now use the 9-to-1 grading system. So a 9 being the highest grade that a student can be awarded, to a 1 the lowest recorded grade. All of those grades are important. A student should get what they are capable of. We believe that we've got a very good success rate of ensuring students get the grades that open the doors for them, and that they are capable of achieving. The measurement of a school, the success of a school, is based around what's called Progress 8, and ultimately that is looking at how each and every child does, and the journey from their year 6, so their SATs that they took in year 6, and how far they've progressed when they leave Penistone in year 11. So what that measurement has ensured schools do is it focuses on every child. In years gone by, the C grade measurement, so schools shared how many children had got C grades or above in English and Maths, was one of the key measures. This ensures that schools focus on every child. So a student getting a grade 2 is as important as a student getting a grade 8. All children matter and all grades matter. And it's about ensuring that children get what they are truly capable of. With that said, we do have to remind you that the government define a standard pass as a grade 4 and a good pass as a grade 5. So employers, sixth forms, colleges will use either a grade 4 or a grade 5 as something that as a benchmark that they want. So it's important that your son or daughter is fully aware of what they need to get to the next steps, and really try and push as hard as they can to get that, or beyond that, of course. Again, we recognise that some students will find that a real challenge, but we've got to make you aware of it. Obviously, I'm sure you'll be aware of the situation that arose with the results this year. So our A-level results day initially was one of the most difficult that I have encountered. The algorithm was used by the government to generate grades for students, which, when we looked at some of them, just were unrecognisable from what children deserved. Fortunately, that decision was reversed, and the centre assessed grades were used to award results for our year 11 and for our year 13. And those grades were essentially based on everything that the students had done throughout their their journey either in year 10 or year 10 and year 11, or year 12 and year 13, depending on whether we're GCSE students or A-level students. So key pieces of assessment were used, trial exams were used. We also looked at a student's effort, their attendance, to help formulate the awarded grade. And it was difficult, but we feel that it was a rigorous and fair process that we went through. For us now, it allows us to remind students that who knows what they will experience next year. As it stands, the exams go ahead as normal. We don't know when they will be. There has been talk of exams being moved later. There's been nothing confirmed at the moment. But as it stands, students will sit exams as normal. So year 11 really needs to be pushing towards that. However, who knows? There may be a situation where centre assessed grades are used again. And we can't have students saying to us, I didn't really try for these because they don't mean anything. I'll wait until we come round to the real thing. They can't do that. I think that if we do have another situation where we have to use some centre assessed grades, there will be more rigour around the process and more evidence that we need to show. So it's really important that students work to the best of their ability throughout the year. And I know that it's a challenging year. It's tiring, it's stressful. And it's about little and often and working to a high standard. And I think as parents, it gives you a little bit of strength to your arm to remind your son or daughter that if you keep that little and often, either way, whatever the process looks like, they're putting themselves in the best possible position. What I've done for you on the next 2 slides is giving you an overview of the key dates that will impact on year 11 students and obviously yourselves as parents. So when you see ARP, that's the assessment review point, and that's when we collect information as to how staff feel your son or daughter is applying themselves in terms of effort, and also we'll share with you what we see as their currently working at grade and also their predicted grade as well. And you'll have that 3 times through year 11. So they're listed on here, so you've got an idea of when to expect that information. We've got a parents and students information evening, so a parents evening on the 22nd of October. Obviously we're aware that we didn't get to see you last year as year 10 parents. We wanted to have one early in the year so that we could see you and obviously we could review how year 11 has started. We don't know what that will look like yet. Obviously, with how things are, I think it's highly unlikely we'll be inviting you into school, unfortunately. It may be that we look at a virtual solution, but we will make a more informed decision nearer the time and keep you updated. Obviously, what won't change is the date, so please pencil that into your calendar and we'll be in touch. For those students that are interested in joining us at the 6th form, we had planned on the post-16 open evening on the 5th of November. Again, we'll keep you posted about days and evenings like this. There's not too much more to be said on those at present, but as I say, given the developments, I think it's unlikely that we'll be seeing you face to face as a large group of parents in the near future. I've also listed on here the practice exams. So on Monday the 2nd of November, there's 3 days worth of science practice exams, so please take the time to have a look and pick those out so you can have conversations with your sons or daughters about how they're applying themselves, how the revision's going. And it will be difficult because there'll be other demands and not just those exams. Other subjects will still be asking for work, but it's really important they do apply themselves and give their best shot at those, as I've previously explained. Wednesday the 17th of March, we host our GCSE Success Evening. It's a bit like a parents' evening, slightly different in that you don't get to see every teacher individually. We may invite some of you in to meet with particular staff, depending on how your son or daughter's doing, but there we'll share the exam timetable. There'll be an opportunity to meet with subject areas about revision and final preparation in the running for the exams. Again, we'll see where we are nearer the time, and we'll keep you posted. The final thing I do really want to draw your attention to is that the GCSE written exams, there's still speculation as to when they will take place. Usually the main bulk of the exams tend to take place 2 weeks either side of Springbank, but there has been talks of delaying the exam season, I think still within the constraints of the school year, but nothing is confirmed. So whilst I think it's unlikely, unfortunately, people will be booking holidays. If you are considering it, please think about that and get in touch with us if you've got any very specific questions. I hope this presentation has helped a little bit clarify the year ahead, and please do take time to look at the presentations from English, Maths and Science. I wish you and your family the best of luck and health over the coming months, and we're here to support in any way possible. Thank you.